women with metastatic breast cancer. To learn more about the Everyday Counts study in Milwaukee, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu. If you or someone you know has stage 4 breast cancer, please encourage them to call and enroll in this valuable study. Again, call 414-955-8819 or email edc@mcw.edu.
Great morning, Truth Nation. I am your cousin sub of the day. I'm a club sub. I'm Black, the legendary Home of Blow, along with the legendary
Dame Elsie in the building.
What's been going on, bruh? How you been doing and how you been feeling, man?
Oh man, I'm feeling excellent. I'm feeling great. Had a good weekend, but your weekend was better. You was at the
Core DJs
Core
retreat.
DJs retreat.
Yeah, 20-year
Core
anniversary.
DJs.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Core DJs.
Yeah, you got to say it like reverb though, like 3
Core
times.
DJs.
No. Core DJs.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I had the short reverb.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So, but no, that was an amazing situation.
Where'd y'all go?
Salute, Atlanta. So, salute to Core DJ founder and CEO Tony Neal, Milwaukee's own as well. And it was a lot of family love with the Core DJs because we come from all over the world. And so Tony Neal done something a little different this year for the 20th anniversary. It was the 38th Core DJ retreat. But he wanted to acknowledge the Core DJs as a whole unit. So there were over 200 awards given out that are named after Jam Master Jay, which is ordained by Jam Master Jay's family. So when he started, since we've been doing the Core DJs retreats, there's been award ceremonies, and it would be the Jam Master Jay legendary, award. So we would give it out in different markets to different DJs that might be in that market and some of the artists and producers that are in those markets or whatnot. So with this one, he just wanted to try to do as many of the core DJs as he could. There's well over 400 and something core DJs, but he wanted to do it for the 20th anniversary to give out like 200 of those awards, and I was one of the honorees for that. So
that's dope.
Yeah, it's an honor. And then when if you know about hip hop, if you know about the game, it's like Jam Master Jay and you're a DJ, you feel what I'm saying? The honor rises to a whole nother level. It's like you can get many kind of awards, but you know what I'm saying? When it's somebody else that we admired and we respect for the role that they provided and made for hip hop, where the DJ, again, in hip hop period, like the MC, the DJ, the MC, that's the hip hop portion of, of hip hop, and DJ and turntablism and all of that comes from the people that we look like, okay, like we're not worthy to be in your presence type situation. So it brought a lot of emotion. Of course, me and when he gave out the awards all weekend. Shout out to Jermaine Dupri and Tamika from the Skate. Yeah. I was
going to ask what type of. I know you have
MMG,
DJs, but
Big Black Music Group. All of these people were involved. Akon, just so many different artists. Damian Hall, who has some new work that he's going to release a single this fall, and then he'll be releasing an album next week from Guy. So it's a who's who of everybody, and they're in their relaxed
putting
mode.
The album back, and I had to cut you off.
Damian Hall is putting out a solo album.
Okay.
But Teddy Riley has already thought about the Guy album that's going to be, but Damian Hall wrote a lot of music. And so but you just get to see them in the same type of atmosphere that we're in right now, just kind of relaxed and chilled, and ain't no security guards and all of that, just like, hey, man, I'm around family, so to speak.
Damien also said Guy was better than New Edition, though.
Yeah, unfortunate. I almost said something.
That was an unfortunate comment by that brother. But that's okay.
Yeah.
We're not holding that against him because he's still a legend.
Right.
In his own right.
Absolutely. But never.
I've always wondered what happens at the core.
Oh, man, the power panels that we have and really talking about the industry and where the music industry is going and as it relates to artists and them feeling like, because it's another transition happening now, but we had got to a point with some of the newer hip hop artists or rappers, however you want to label them, begin to feel like they didn't need the DJs anymore because of streaming and all of that.
I was going to say that.
Yeah. And now they FAAFO. You feel what I'm saying? Because Snoop Dogg gave them a reality check. He said, man, I had over 1 billion streams. And he asked his accountant, what does this look like? They done sent me this plaque. You got over 1 billion streams on this. And he was like, okay, what do the check look like? $45,000. 45,000, 1 billion. Do you understand what it takes for some artists to really get to 1 million?
If your song was played 1 billion times on the radio, you know how much money that would be?
There you go.
That would be in the millions of dollars.
There you go. That's how artists were living. That's why Scarface, he's talking about, man, I'm not releasing no.
I saw that interview.
Yeah.
Scarface said, I'm not doing it no more. I'm not giving nothing away for free.
Right.
And that's crazy. That's how I feel about it as well. I had some work I had put out, and it was called it was gonna be a series. It was the Red, Black, and Green series. I put out Red and Black. I still hold on to Green because I'm like, I don't want to just keep giving it away for free. Like if it was 10, 15 years ago, I could be selling these CDs.
Right.
And I would have made.
Absolutely.
I would have made to Snoop $45,000 is nothing. But if I'm selling CDs
there
and
you
I sell 4,500, that's 45,000.
There you go, bro.
And it makes more of a noise than just, we in the worst state ever and for music. And the fact that the core DJs are still meeting and still getting their groups together, that's dope. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Maintaining. And we're in a point where now, y'all listening to us 101.7 The Truth. Me and Homer having shop talk right now. So
that's right.
We letting y'all in a little bit about what we do. But yeah, that's crazy. And now the DJ is back being as important as it was because hip hop started from the DJs.
Yes, sir.
Flash, them, Cool Herc.
Yeah.
It started from DJs.
That's it.
The MC was an addition.
Hello.
The DJ.
Hello.
To rock the party. He just kept the party hype so that once the DJ started doing more stuff, then the MC would step in and keep the crowd hype.
Yep.
But to say that we don't need that, and the music industry now, the way that it's set up, like you talking about Snoop, 1 billion streams, I'm giving away this stuff, 1 billion streams, I'm not making no money. The record company
can't even buy a house.
The record company say they ain't making no money, but really they making money.
They're the one,
because they're involved in the streaming.
Absolutely.
People say it's all independent, but Universal owns 40-50% of all of the streaming that's out there and stuff like that. So
now they signing AI rappers.
So they get.
So they ain't.
Listen, we should be getting, as musicians, should be getting money from the streams, not just what you stream. This arbitrary number, and people don't understand. The number is like 0.001%. You get 1% of a cent type of thing, right? They break it down pennies. That's how much you're getting a stream.
Right.
And so when you factor that into the fact, though, that those streaming sites, Spotify, iTunes, all of these places, they're getting like Apple gets subscriptions. So they have subscriptions. They're getting $14, $15 a month from all of these millions and billions of people, right? They making bread.
Yep.
Spotify's doing commercials, making bread. YouTube doing commercials, making bread. But you only getting a partial part of a penny?
Right.
That's crazy.
Yep. You even see like the Jill Scotts and the India Iries, and it's a lot of people to talk about. Like, this is what we get with our music on Spotify. We're not making anything. Yeah. So if you're not able to tour and your merchandise,
that's where it's coming from.
Right. That's where the money is coming from now.
So artists that like Cypress Hill that I just saw we had all of these artists, and even when doing Hip Hop Week, the clips, they had selling merch like crazy.
Yeah.
And even at the end of the night, they was like half off on the merch because that's where they
money coming from.
The money's coming from the merch and the shows. The money's no longer coming from
it absolutely
the
is
music.
not.
And then record companies have the nerve to say they want a 360 deal. For those that don't know, a 360 deal is you sign a deal with the record company, they get a portion of every amount of money that you make. Whereas in the past, when you went out on tour, that was your money. When you sold shirts, that was your money. A 360 deal, they get parts of all of that because they saying they not making money on the music, but they are, but just in a different way.
That
Anyway,
part. So yeah,
I'm glad
man.
y'all still out there.
Yeah,
advocating for
absolutely. And now, the artists are understanding like, oh wow, in order to end up really, and thank you, Andrew, for putting up the stats on the Spotify and the streaming and how much does Spotify pay for 1,000 streams.
It's crazy.
And you're talking about between $3 to $5
for 1,000 streams.
1,000 streams.
It's crazy. If you get that.
If
Because it's different tiers depending upon the
absolutely
artist, depending upon how many streams you've had already, and it's different tiers. You got to break into these other levels to get more money from your streams. Like the main like Post Malone and all of them. Yeah, they getting money
right
because they're the anchors of these.
Absolutely. And they're being booked for shows.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? And a lot of the artists that are coming out now, unfortunately, and people can say and think how they want to, they're a liability to themselves. They're always in legal trouble.
Mm-hmm.
They're caught up in taxes.
Yep.
They're caught up in just drama, and it's messy. And so all of this also takes away from it. And yep. So, you got to really understand that part. So they're hurting themselves.
Right.
And then they want to run to the DJ like, okay, we need you because again, they can sell merchandise and they can sell their product at those concerts if it's a sold out show. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So it was very educational, man.
If
as
you
it
don't have
relates
a mega hit that's on the radio all the time,
understand that. Yeah,
you're not getting any money.
That part. We got to get ready to take care of some bills. Again, we'll be coming back. There was an official announcement that was made. And we're definitely gonna talk about that. Also, the Supreme Court gave the Orange Man another cherry on the top as it relates to ICE and being able to stop people and harass people. So we're going to talk about that and a lot more here on Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. We're inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. We got to take care of some bills. We'll be back.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Your expression on your face, that's got to me. And the man wasn't lying.
What you mean the expression on my face? How can you see my face? You listening to me on the radio, man.
No, I'm watching you on YouTube, too.
Oh, all right, then. You're an old man, and you know about YouTube. How old are you, Adam? You about 85.
83.
I'll be dipped. How blessed are we to have you?
Watch all your favorite 101.7 The Truth shows by subscribing to 101.7 The Truth on YouTube.
It's 101.7 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. When a customer chooses Pella, one of the most important things to them is honoring that trust and commitment. A lot of customers might have apprehensions about inviting someone out to their home. But when you see the experience and professionalism, you can trust them with bringing your project to life. Their vision is to be the company that people want to do business with. Watching them work from idea to installation gives you the ability to see firsthand the care taken to ensure the Pella experience is complete. When you want long-lasting comfort and reliability, it's easy to trust Pella. Every piece is specifically constructed for you and your home, always designed with innovation and rigorously tested for quality and performance. The Pella team takes pride in constructing quality windows and doors with meticulous attention to every detail. Order by the end of the month and get 0% interest for up to 5 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 9/30/2025. Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that two-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Truth Nation, it's your boy Kyle Walls, and I'm coming through with something special for lucky fans. Tacos and Tequila Fest is going down Saturday, September 13th at Franklin Field. Enjoy your favorite throwback hits with performances by Lil Jon, Pretty Ricky, B.O.B., Trina, and more. This event is strictly 21 and up, so leave the kiddos at home and get ready to vibe out. And guess what? We've got your chance to win free tickets to the hottest fest of the year right here on 101.7 The Truth. We'll be giving away tickets to lucky callers, so make sure you tune in for your chance to win tickets to Tacos and Tequila Fest Milwaukee.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
We're black again. Welcome to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. I am the legendary Home Blow, along with the legendary
Dame Elsie in the building.
Man, let me give some great mornings to our YouTube page, and make sure that if you are not on our YouTube or our X page, that you go and sign in, and you make sure that you subscribe and hit the like button. It's 101.7 The Truth. That way, you'll be able to keep in contact and let us know that you are here. You'll be able to say great morning to us, and we'll be able to say great morning to you. Let's see. RN Kawanda, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Willie Graves, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Sincere Ronnie Ray Real, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Sandra Douglas, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Venus Jones, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. Anita Nicole, great morning. I love you, appreciate you. Craig XL, great morning. I love you, appreciate you. Gabe Williams, great morning. I love you, I appreciate you. Sis Star, Lorena Star Marie, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. We just like to let you know that we see you, we love you, we appreciate you, Truth Nation, and that's how it should be. We got to show people that we see you and we love you, and it's important. It's important that we let you know that. So we are now getting ready to talk about an announcement that has became official. I don't know.
Announcement drums. Can we get the drum roll or something?
Yeah. And I don't know if
we might be the first ones to be saying it because it just came out this morning.
Yeah. Officially.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll see if we get. If not, I got a great.
Do that.
There we go. So now.
So
the announcement.
The announcement. You want me to get the announcement?
Yes, sir.
So now the announcement is our brother and friend of the station, David Crowley, Milwaukee County Executive, is now officially launching his bid for governor. And we are ecstatic about that.
We got applause for that. We got applause for that.
Every black man throws his hat in the race that is of such a grand scale and goes outside the boundaries that they want us to be in, we gotta applaud that, and that's what we're doing. We're applauding that because that takes a lot of courage to do that.
Absolutely.
Because you're putting yourself in the crosshairs, you're putting your family in the crosshairs. We still in Wisconsin, and you're putting yourself in the crosshairs, you're putting your family in the crosshairs, you're doing all of that, so we support that. And shout out to 620 WTMJ, because on all of the pictures that I've seen, they have somehow managed to find pictures of him not smiling. And if you know Crowley, he's always smiling.
Yeah.
He's a happy dude.
Yeah.
He's a positive guy.
Yeah.
And he's always in a good mood, and he's always smiling. Not that that's a bad thing. But they managed to find on all the other Journal Sentinels and all that other stuff, the only pictures of him not smiling. And that's a part of the game. So now you know what he's going for and what he's going to be heading into for the next 2 years as he determines, as we determine who's going to be the next governor.
Right, absolutely. And Truth Nation, we want to hear your thoughts, with the official announcement. I know that there were rumblings going around of like, man, I heard, I think, and again, I live in receipts. So we have an official receipt of him putting his hat in the ring to run for the governor of the state of Wisconsin. So Milwaukee's own county executive, David Crowley. And I want to know, we want to know, what's your thoughts? You know, do you support? How do you think that he's been doing a job as our county exec as well? And now to take the big leap to say, hey, you know what? I know that I can be, and I say the word I know because if we don't instill confidence in ourselves, then how can we expect anybody else to instill confidence? So instead of saying that he believes, you feel what I'm saying? And I say, I know that he has the qualifications to be able to be the governor of the state of Wisconsin. But we want to know how you feel. We want to get your thoughts and opinions on this at 833-212-1017, 833-212-1017. That is the True Talk text line where you can call in and give your thoughts. Do you think it's a great decision, a great move, or you feel like, nah, I don't know if they're going to let him do this, or what is your thoughts and opinions? Because we're going to give you ours, but if we don't get to hear from you, and this is what the Truth and Truth Nation is all about, to be able to give you a chance to let your voices be heard, for you to be able to express how you feel. So whether you're on the YouTube or you're on the X page at 1017 The Truth, it's your turn to be able to voice your opinions and what do you think needs to be done, and what are some things that we are missing as we hear that Governor Evers has decided not to run. So there's a lot of hats that are now being circulated and talk of people saying, I'm getting in. So give us a call, 833-212-1017. Al from Sherman Park has done just that. Great morning, Al. I love you. I appreciate you. You hear what we're talking about. What's your truth?
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. I voted for David when he was my representative. I think it's too soon for him. I want to see him do some more problem solving at the county. I don't want him to be just another tax and spend governor. I want to really see him solve some problems here at the county financially, develop more business in the county so that we can move from constantly relying on the taxpayers and spending to, I guess, tax receipts from business development. That's what I'd like to see from David. And I don't know if we've seen that yet because we got some deficits that have been running here.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your truth. Again, 833-212-1017, 833-212-1017. We want to know what's your truth. And we have the YouTube page up with the poll. Will you support Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley as he runs for governor? What's your thoughts? What's your opinions on that? Dame, you heard what Al from Sherman Park his opinion was. What's your thoughts on that?
I think, Al raises some good points, but we have to realize that he has been a county executive. He's risen up the ranks. We always have these rules of when somebody is ready, when somebody is, no. The time is now. And he's done a lot at the county executive level already. Nobody's perfect. Nobody does anything without a learning curve, but that's the old adage, when it comes to black politicians is, I want to see more from. Anytime we do something, it's always, I want to see more. Where, we've heard that many times about whether it's running for office, whether it's going to get a job, whether it's whatever it is, I want to see them do more.
People elected a 34-time convicted felon for the president of the United States.
But we want to see Dave.
But you want to see more.
But we want to see Dave do more. And
grab him by the...
We want to see County Executive Crowley do more than what he's already done. He's risen up the ranks. He's shown that he can get those votes. And I think it's time for, Wisconsin to not be seen as some type of, Caucasian wasteland. People don't even know that there are black people in Milwaukee and stuff like that. It's time for us to show our diversity, and it's time for us to elect someone who is coming from Milwaukee, the biggest city in the state.
Right.
And let's do it.
Yeah, coming from where I'm from type situation. And again, like, it's important when we talk about the changes and things that need to happen in our city, the things that we need in our communities, then these are the grassroots times that you have to put your vote where your problems are.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying?
Instead of trying to find a reason not to vote, brother. Find a reason to vote. Find something that he's done, and there's plenty of things out there that he's done. Find something that he's done that you can support, that you can get behind, and let's do it. Let's not separate and be like, oh, I don't think he's ready.
Right.
Usually I agree with that, but I don't think he's ready. I can't agree with that. He's ready. He's did his thing. He's done his time in the county executive position. He's ready.
Yep. And I too believe that he is ready. But callers, again, Truth Nation, 833-212-1017. Me and the legendary Dame Elsie, we have confidence in him, but it doesn't mean those of you who may not have confidence in him that we don't want to hear from you.
Right.
We want to hear from you. We want to hear your thoughts on why you feel the way you feel. And for those who are saying that, hey, yeah, I'm with you, Dame. I'm with you, Blow. That, this should happen. So we get a... Go ahead.
Call in so he can hear.
Absolutely.
He'll hear this. He'll listen one day. Call in so he can hear from the people. And the more that, and there's nothing wrong with that. Saying, I want to see this from, I don't, Al, he said that, but there's nothing wrong with saying that. But I wouldn't say that wouldn't disbar you from voting for him. It's just like, I want to see this. Okay, you want to see that? Now he knows, and he can provide you those receipts for stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. The Truth Talk text lines are starting to light up. As I knew that they would. We got to get ready to take care of some bills, though. That's how it works. You know what I'm saying? You want us to be able to be here to do what we got to do. We got to take care of some bills. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 1017 The Truth inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown Milwaukee at the Avenue. We'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Got outgrown kids' clothes, toys, books, and baby gear? Turn clutter into cash at Just Between Friends, Milwaukee County. Consigners earn 60% and get to shop early with a friend. Unsold items? Donate to help local families in need. The sale runs September 18th through the 21st at Wisconsin State Fair Expo Center. Pre-sale September 18th. Free shopping September 19th and 20th, plus half-price pre-sale and sale. Paid and free tickets available online. Register to consign. Drop off items September 17th. Pick up or donate September 22nd. Visit Milwaukee County JBFsale.com, helping families say yes.
Friday Night Lights now officially lives here. 1017 The Truth is the proud home of Marquette Hilltoppers football. Tune in Friday night as the Hilltoppers travel to take on the Menominee Falls Phoenix.
Join our coverage starting at 6:30 p.m., leading up to kickoff at 7 p.m.
Marquette Hilltoppers football is presented by Gruber Law Offices.
One call, that's all. And sponsored by Left's Lucky Town,
C.G. Schmidt,
Capital Insurance Agency, Boyle Fredrickson, Annex Wealth Management, Magic Productions, and Burkhart Sporting Goods.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Here is Tory Lowe with his truth.
It's official. July 5th is Tory Lowe Day in the city of Milwaukee and Milwaukee County. I am humbled to receive this proclamation from the mayor's office and the county executive's office. To me, this day represents life and purpose and being driven by passion to serve and empower others. It's about being unselfish and answering the call to help those in need and living life with intention. Despite challenges and obstacles, I remain focused on creating real change in my community, county, and state. This recognition isn't about me. It's about the collective efforts of those who supported me along the way. It's about the resilience and determination that defines my journey. As we celebrate this day, I want to leave you with a challenge. What will you do to create positive change in your community? Will you get out and volunteer, mentor, or simply be a support to a friend? Whatever it is, I urge you to take action. Together we can build a brighter future, one that's filled with hope, opportunity, and empowerment. I am honored to serve and I'm grateful for this recognition. Let's continue to uplift and support one another, striving for a better tomorrow. So what does Tory Low Day mean to me? Let's make a difference together. Let's stay committed to our purpose and keep pushing forward even in the face of adversity. I'm excited to see the impact we can make, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to serve alongside such an amazing community. Now, my question is, what does Tory Low Day mean to you?
This has been Truth Takes on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Tory Low Show weekdays from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Still dealing with a couple of accidents. One, westbound 94 at Hawley Road, off on the right shoulder, backing things up towards the Marquette. Eastbound side's backed up from about Highway 100 to about 35th Street. The other accident is on northbound 894, right about at Oklahoma Avenue. It is off on the right shoulder, and backups coming out of the Hale interchange up to that point. Southbound 41 is slow from Good Hope Road down past Capitol Drive. We've got a little bit of a northbound backup just from Mayfair Road up to Burleigh. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Today, increasing clouds, warmer with a high of 74. Tonight, mostly cloudy, slight chance for showers, mainly to the north and west, a low of 58. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 1017 The Truth.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
We're black. We are your cousin subs of the day. I'm a club sub, the legendary Home Blow, along with the legendary
Dame Elsie, and my sub is yet to be determined.
That part.
TBD.
There you go. Sponsored by Cousin Subs. We are on Truth in the Morning, 101.7 FM, the award-winning 101.7 FM. We're talking about the announcement of David Crowley, our Milwaukee County exec, and his bid for governor. It's official. It's not speculation. It's not I heard. It has been officially announced that he is launching his bid for governor of the state of Wisconsin. Truth Nation, we want to hear from you. We got our poll up on the YouTube page. Will you support David Crowley as he runs for governor? Also, the Truth Talk text lines are open, 833-212-1017. You can hit us up on the text line, or you can call in like we've got Al. Al, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. You know what we're talking about. What's your truth on this?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, I support him. What I would like to see him do is try to do something with the people who have felonies. If they have been on good time, have not been in the law for nothing, for like 3 years, expunge their record, pardon them and expunge their record, so they could be an asset to society because they already done paid their time, do their time. So you can't say do your time and then put the walls around them. Remove the walls, pardon them, and expunge their record. And I think that will go down in history. And before I go, just to let y'all know, Al ain't never been a fan of no black beard, okay? That's the wash. But I'm all for it. So I think, hey, hell yeah, he got my vote. And just do something for the felons because they don't really have nobody fighting for them. A lot of them want to be pardoned. So try to either, if they haven't had no run-in for like 3 years, pardon them and expunge their record. And that would change the game because ain't nobody tried to do it yet.
All right. Thank you, Al. We're going to go to Pat. Again, 833-212-1017. That's the Truth Talk text line. Pat, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. You hear the subject talking about David Crowley officially launching his bid for governor. What's your truth?
Hi, good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Yes, I support David Crowley. I think he would be a good addition to Wisconsin, Milwaukee. He's been elected twice as executive, county executive, and I've seen his face in the community. So I'm willing to vote for him, and also I would like to see him budget, do something with this money that comes into Wisconsin, put it in the right place, allocate it in the right areas to help our community. And I'm just excited about him. I'm excited. I will vote.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank y'all.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah,
we thank you.
Call in, let us know.
Yeah,
I like that thing.
That's where I'm. Yes, sir. That's why I want to do it.
Crowley should be looking at it. Should be adding to his platform as he's running for governor of things that he can change or do from the state level, from the governor's office.
Yeah, because that's important. You feel what I'm saying? And like I say, True Nation, we always talk about being left out of this and left out of that. This is a chance for you to allow them, because they listen. They listen. You feel what I'm saying? Even when some people don't know that different entities are listening, they're listening.
Somebody listens.
So you're going to end up being able to know that your voice was heard, like I say, whether you are for or against. Because, again, that also can help a person pattern in their platform of, well, you know what? And these are some of the things that I will do if I'm elected governor of the state of Wisconsin. Because sometimes if you don't know what the issues are, or you don't know what the problems are, or what is floating people's boats out and about in the community, then it's like, okay, well, I wasn't made aware of that, and this, that, and the other. So it's about being able to give a fair chance. Dame, do you think that this election will turn into a black and white election? Do you think that thing will stick out more than the fact of quality and the qualifications that the person has?
Hopefully it doesn't devolve to where it becomes race and people are just judged, on the qualifications that David or whomever else decides to throw their hat in the ring is judged upon qualifications, judged upon their actions, judged upon things that they have done in the past and what their vision of the future will be. That's what I would hope. This is Wisconsin. And we have to understand that within Wisconsin, that happens anytime. But it may be different now. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping for it. I'm always left a little jaded and my views a little skewed because I was so closely involved when Pratt ran in 2004 for mayor. So all of that stuff still, resonates with me and stings a little bit. And so I have what would almost be PTSD when I see a black man deciding he's going to go for an office that no black man has ever been in before, right? And be that firsty, as they say, be that firsty. I'm always scared that they are going to try some things and pull some things out of their hat. When I say they, I say the powers that be, who are scared of the change that will come when you have a black person in that office, a black person who is truly from the community in that office. Because like the caller said, they see Crowley out here in these streets, and they see him at marches, they see him at places. This isn't by chance. That's who he's always been.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you see that, and you see somebody that's from the community, and then they actually reach those heights, that's a true regime change. And by that I mean it won't be status quo. It won't be business as usual. It'll be you now have a voice in the highest office in this state.
Yep.
And some people don't want you to have that voice.
Real talk.
So hopefully that doesn't happen.
Gabe Williams on our YouTube page said, I believe he can win. We just need to support him more than we did Mandela Barnes. I think he can pick up where Tony Evers left off in. Al, we are familiar with. He said, did you know about MPS spent the $1.25 million on 20 new vans? More than a year later, they still haven't been used. I saw the photo of that, man. That's crazy. But
that's
okay,
crazy.
All right. So
that's ridiculous.
We're going to go to our True Talk text lines again. You can get your voice and your opinion heard at 833-212-1017, 833-212-1017. We've got Majoya. Great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. You hear what we're talking about Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley launching his bid for governor. What's your truth?
Grand Rising.
Rising.
It's going to take more. It's going to take more than the black community to get him there.
Oh, I know that.
He needs to strategize. Strategize on his pitch to the other masses, because we can't get him there alone. Being a humble kid coming from Milwaukee, I know all about Milwaukee, and unfortunately it's going to be a black and white thing, because he's got to reach the Jamesville. He got to reach all the other little counties that don't have our kind rolling around and already have a preconceived notion about us, especially in Milwaukee. So he's the work has got to be done, but it ain't here. I mean, he's got to put some work in here, but we can relate to him. We can reach out to him. It is the other masses that he needs to reach to. So I'm interested in seeing what his pitch is going to be for those other little counties and cities to get that vote in. Then we'll see where it's at. But knowing what we knowing, them Republicans and those pink toes that don't have no interest in us advancing in this world is going to have a lot to say. Live righteous, Milwaukee.
All right. Thank you very much, Pedroia. I love you and appreciate you. 833-212-1017. And in that, what I also need people to understand, and I get it, like the Janesvilles, all these other places, but when we look at the fact that he was elected, not once, but twice, 2 times by Milwaukee County,
not just the
city. You get what I'm saying? Not just the city. So he's shown that he can get that vote.
Right.
And again, it's going to be a lot of commuting and traveling, but he's shown that he can and he has appealed to everybody, which is important.
Let's be honest. The Republicans and whomever are going to say their little dog whistles of racism and say their little dog whistles of classism and say their dog whistles of how Milwaukee is a cesspool, how they always do and say all of these things, but we cannot buy into that. We cannot allow our neighbors to buy into that. At every opportunity you get, whether it be on Instagram, whether it be on Facebook, regardless of who's in the race, we need to make sure that we state that we won't let that happen, that we won't let this devolve into just being about race. And then you what happens is, and PTSD, what happens is they pull on the stereotypes of a black man and what these other counties like Janesville and Platteville and all these other places where you saw what happened in Platteville and things like that, well, all these other places who don't have interaction with black people, and the only thing they see is what they see on TV. Only thing they see is what they hear a lot from other people. We can't allow that to become the narrative of this election or any elections moving forward.
That part. We got to get ready to take care of some bills. Again, you're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 1017 The Truth FM, of course, inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown Milwaukee at the Avenue. I am the legendary Home Blow. He's the legendary
Dame Elsie in the building.
And we will be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
This is 1017 The Truth's Kyle Wallace, and I am Milwaukee. I take great pride in being a 414 boy and representing the city that I love. The great memories I have of going to Northtown Cinema to see movies with family and friends, to going to Capitol Court to see the Black Santa Claus, this city has helped shape me into the man that I am today, and I pledge to utilize my voice as a way to advocate for you in our community. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the award-winning 1017 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk. Truth Nation, are you or anyone you know looking for a new job opportunity? Well, attend the City of Milwaukee Job Fair on Thursday, September 11th from noon to 3 p.m. in the parking lot of Walgreens located at 9040 West Good Hope Road. Vendors from multiple employment sectors will be present to meet with you and share opportunities for hiring, training, upskilling, and so much more. They will also feature a live DJ, food, and refreshments, all while supplies last. Brought to you by Alderman Mark Chambers Jr., Alderman Lamont Westmoreland, and Alderwoman Larissa Taylor. Sponsored by City of Milwaukee, Milwaukee Common Council, City of Milwaukee Department of Administration, Office of Community Wellness and Safety, Northcott Neighborhood House, Fathers Making Progress, Northwest Side Community Development Corporation, State of Wisconsin DWD, Ross Innovative Employment Solutions, Goodwill Industries of Southeast Wisconsin, UMOS, DCMKE, 30th Street Corridor, Boys and Girls Club of Greater Milwaukee Urban League, Maximus, and Amplifier.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Fall in Milwaukee, where the air is crisp, the drinks are cold, and the good times are just heating up. Stroll Milwaukee's lakefront and explore its parks as they burst into a kaleidoscope of golds, ambers, and reds. Raise a glass at a beer garden that feels like a neighborhood block party, Milwaukee style. And just as the temps fall, Brewers baseball is turning up the heat. October dreams are made right here. This season, every color, every cheer, every sip, it all comes together in Milwaukee. Craft your perfect getaway at visitmilwaukee.org.
Make your home safer. Get rid of unused household chemicals at MMSD Home Hazmat Drop-Off. It's free to visit a collection center. Get all the info you need at MMSD.com. Milwaukee County residents only, no businesses.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Truck crash? Call Gruber offices. One call, that's all.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Yeah.
Truth Nation. We're
you flipped it up this morning. I peeped that. You flipped it up. Good shit. Almost cut.
Yeah.
Cut it short.
Almost doesn't count.
Almost is not good enough.
Almost doesn't count. So you almost, but you didn't.
FCC can't get me.
There you go.
That's the news. I'm going to put that on the shirt. FCC can't get me.
That part.
There you go.
That part. Right now, we are getting the temperature from the community. We are the ones who will be challenged with making a choice when the governor's race comes up. And we have officially heard from David Crowley, Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley, launching his bid for governor. And we want to be able to talk about it and get your thoughts and opinions on it. Do you feel like it's a great thing? Do you support? Do you not support? Andrew, what is the poll looking like right now as it relates to will they support or will they not support?
70% say yes, they will support.
That's a great thing, Dave.
Yeah.
That's a great thing.
Voting well.
And we know that, like I say, everybody is not gonna be supportive. And we get it. We understand. But when we talk about what one of the things that I hear a lot, Dame, is people talking about, well, we got a black mayor, we got a black this, we got a black that, and look at where we at. Look at where we at. When they haven't been black. You feel what I'm saying? Look at where we at. You feel what I'm saying?
Listen, all skin folk ain't kinfolk, and I'm not throwing no shade.
No, you're just telling the truth.
But
Truth Nation.
Just because they black don't mean they got your back.
That's right.
Let's rhyme.
Let's
keep it going.
That's right. That's right.
It's about, you have to judge people now about what their actions are. And how they have presented themselves. And if they have presented themselves as being a member of the community, as being for the community, as being, I'm giving my tagline for us, for the community, from the community, of the community. That's what we say. You know, that's our motto. And so, and we judge from our standpoint, that's how you should judge your politicians. Are they from the community, for the community, of the community?
That's right.
And that's how you have regime change, true regime change, or else you're just putting in somebody that's just going to carry on the legacy. I saw somebody say, oh, he's going to continue on what Tony Evers has done. No, he's not going to. He's going to do more stuff. He's going to do better stuff. And I remember having this conversation a long time ago with DT on the air. He's going to do better stuff. He's going to do more stuff that's going to do more for the community. And that's what we should expect from our politicians, is not just the status quo. And I think that's what we will get when you get a county executive, David Crowley, reaching that highest level of office. You will get an escape from the status quo. And not that Evers has done that, but I think Crowley will be more focused on, you know, the whole state as a whole, but I think it's more about poor people. It's more about disenfranchised people. It's more about those who want to get a leg up, and I think we'll see that with County Executive Crowley in that governor's office.
And we have a clip. I believe Andrew has that ready to hear from Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley as he launches his bid for governor of the state of Wisconsin. So, Andrew, for those of you who are on our YouTube page at X page, you'll be able to watch and hear it. Those of you who are just tuned in or logged on, you'll be able to hear it on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Let's play that clip, Andrew.
I didn't grow up in the halls of power. I grew up here. And here, and here. Evicted 3 times as a kid, having to pick up yourself and everything you own off the curb. It'll break you, or it'll make you. I'm David Crowley, and I didn't want any child to go through that. So, I became a community organizer. I went on to serve in the state assembly, where I saw what happens when extremists had total control. And I'd had enough. So at 33, I returned home, elected to lead the largest county in Wisconsin, helping create thousands of new jobs, cutting our carbon emissions in half, balancing the budget, all while delivering the largest property tax cut in our history, and convincing Madison to return more money right back to every local community across the state. But the progress we've made isn't nearly enough. With costs shooting up, we're all getting less, even if you're making more. And Donald Trump's chaos and cruelty means that the Wisconsin that we cherish will perish unless we unite and fight back. So I've laid out my vision for a Wisconsin that works for everyone. Stronger schools, safer streets, lower costs, and a lot more jobs. Today, that boy who was homeless is a homeowner, where my wife Erica and I are raising our 3 daughters. My story is not unique. My story is Wisconsin's story. So to the single mom in Eau Claire, looking for affordable, dependable childcare, I hear you. To the union worker in Sheboygan, taking an extra shift today to make the end of the month a little bit easier, I see you. To the dad in Platteville, working towards your degree after tucking your kids in good nights, I am you. I'm David Crowley, and I'm running to be governor for all of us. Wisconsin, let's get to work.
To add to that, the legendary Dame Elsie, we have just been given some more breaking news, and that is that Milwaukee County Executive, who has now officially launched his bid for governor, David Crowley, will be on The Truth with Sherwin Hughes this morning at 9:45 a.m. in studio. Right. So again, you'll have him live in studio. He'll be talking about and giving his vision for the state of Wisconsin and remind and let people know why he is running. And so a lot of the things, like as we're gauging your temperature on how you feel, you'll be able to hear from him directly.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to call in. You'll be able to make your comments on the YouTube page, the Truth Talk text line, 833-212-1017, and ask him yourself.
But as you said, if you can't call in, then we're here right now.
That's right.
We're having a community meeting on air.
That's it.
So you voice your opinion. You voice what you want to hear him talk about. You voice what you want to hear him address. And I'm sure he's listening. And when he comes on here at 9:45 with Sharon, welcome back, Sharon. He's going to tell you those answers that you're looking for. And let me just talk about that commercial. That commercial was great.
Mm-hmm.
It was excellent. He didn't run from where he's from.
That's right.
He didn't run from who he is. He didn't run. He accepted it. And I've told people that in the past. You got to accept who you are. And I've been in this politics for a minute. And if you don't accept your story,
that's accountability.
Nobody else has your story.
That's accountability.
Nobody else has Homer's story.
That's right.
Nobody else has Damien's story.
That's it.
Nobody else has Andrew's story. Nobody else has your story. And when you go on TV and you put out these commercials and you run from your story, then you're setting yourself up for failure.
Absolutely.
And off his first commercial, he accepts his story. Yeah, I've been evicted. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been on these streets. Yep. I've been where you are. Mm-hmm. I've been poor. I've been not knowing where my next meal was coming from. So when you add that in, it's no longer a negative, like, oh, he didn't have this, he didn't have that. He had that because he's showing his experience in those areas and owning up to that and bringing that in as a part of who you are, telling your story from a community organizer.
When you own your truth.
he went from a community organizer to working in the state legislature to coming back at 33 running for county executive. Yeah, he's young, but so what?
Yep, you own your truth. Like I say, that's what it means when they're talking about no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Because when you take self-accountability, be like, hey, before you try to use this to slander, be like, hey, we know about that.
Yeah.
And look at how he's excelled from that. Because people often try to utilize people's past to hinder them from moving forward. Hence, with Al saying when he called in, talking about the fact of not only pardoning, but expunging. You get what I'm saying? The record. So now you truly got a full, fair chance to show that you are a productive citizen of the state of Wisconsin again. You feel what I'm saying? And around the country. So those things are very, very important and very, very crucial. DVJ on the YouTube page, great morning, love you, appreciate you. Alfonso Dupree, great morning, love you, appreciate you. And we are going to end up making somebody very, very happy on this morning. And you're going to be able to get you some tacos and tequila. You know, I don't drink alcohol, but I've seen the fun.
You eat tacos, though.
Yeah, I eat tacos. I eat tacos.
I don't think there's nobody that say they don't eat tacos.
Yeah, and if they say it, they lie.
They lie.
Because they'll eat a cheeseburger and it's just got extra stuff on it. That's all. And it's wrapped in a different wrapper. But Truth Nation, the award-winning 1017 The Truth, it's time to throw black more than just tequila as Milwaukee's premier festival returns for year 3 at the beautiful Franklin Field. And guess what? The award-winning 1017 The Truth has the hookup for you. That means it is now your chance to win a pair of tickets for the Tacos and Tequila Festival live at Franklin Field this Saturday, the 13th. Right now, you can call 833-212-1017 and be caller number 7 right now. Caller number 7 right now to win these tickets. All right? So if you want to go and enjoy Lil Jon, B.O.B., Trina. You know, Trina. I know. I knew that was going.
Trina.
Be our lucky 7th caller right now, and you'll be going to the Tacos and Tequila Festival live at the beautiful Franklin Field. Compliments of the award-winning 1017 The Truth. We got to take care of some bills and get this winner. We'll be black.
1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-Owned Business Give Back. Each quarter, 4 lucky businesses will win an opportunity for a monthly spotlight interview. Yes, you will win 3 interviews on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. To sign up for your business's chance to be highlighted on The Truth for 3 months, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That is blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank member FDIC.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back September 9th.
Curio sends it deep to left, and there she goes!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Texas Rangers.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh my goodness, third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in September 9th at 7:05 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
The biggest snowflakes out here have always been the white Republicans, who are so gung-ho on protecting the feelings of white kids while they ignore the needs of other kids. If Milwaukee's youth has a problem with fighting, well, white youth have a problem with being destructive and offensive. So it is sad that our government is actively working to de-emphasize educating and uplifting students of color in different backgrounds on college campuses. That emphasis is going to be diminished, and the only kids that will suffer will be our kids. They were willing to hold up the advancement of the state of Wisconsin because they disagree with DEI. What are white Republicans afraid of? Why are they afraid to face the fact that their grandmas and grandpapas were part of a system which purposely held black folks back and failed to give us the access that we deserve? Until these politicians stop ignoring these egregious acts of hate and racial incidents, America can never be great again.
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Hi, I'm Brittany Miller from Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more. Custom T-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, hats, you name it, we can do it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more is family owned and all about celebrating life's big moments. Maybe it's a milestone birthday, a celebration for your child's first goal, or that work fundraising event. We are everyone's printer. No minimum orders, affordable designs, and help straight from me and our team. We're the one-stop shop for all your custom needs. Start your project today at bigfrog.com/Mequon.
Breaking news, weather, entertainment, and sports. We have it all here. This is 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Check it out one time.
We're black. We are your cousin subs of the day. I'm a club sub, the legendary Home of Blow, and he is the legendary
Dame Elsie in the building.
And it's Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Darice, congratulations. Let's get some round of applause for Darice, who is going to the Tacos and Tequila.
Tacos and Tequila.
This Saturday, September 13th. Yes, to get your tickets for Tacos and Tequila Fest, visit tacoandtequilafestival.com. So, yeah, they won't be free, but you know what I'm saying? We hooked up Darice. Darice, congratulations, and thank you for being a part of Truth Nation. And now you're going to be able to just go and legally not only eat tacos, but have you some tequila.
Absolutely.
Tequila.
Tacos and tequila.
Right, absolutely. 1800 Quavo. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't drink, but I know the brands.
Yeah. Carrie and
Patron.
Ben is still giving out tacos and tequila tickets.
Yeah.
I follow them on Instagram. Shout out to them. There's other opportunities to get tickets, but make sure y'all there. It's going to be live.
All right. So, again, 833-212-1017, 833-212-1017. We are getting your opinions on the announcement that was officially made with Milwaukee County Exec David Crowley, launching his bid for governor, and we want to get your thoughts and opinions on that. But there are some other things going on, man. The Orange Man got a victory in the Supreme Court as it relates to ICE and being able to do and detain, and I guess it's starting in L.A.
Well, it's always starting in L.A.
Yeah, man, where they can just really
searching.
randomly, you know what I'm saying, based on your race.
Yeah, they're saying based on your race, where it was challenged, like they were just doing it based upon people being brown and stuff. But basically, the Supreme Court just allowed them to do stop and frisk.
Yep.
Which was outlawed in New York, where it was created.
Racial discrimination,
which
period.
has been going on to the black community. Let's be real. It's been going on for the black community since forever. Since you had to have slave papers, when you had to have freedom papers and stuff like that, it's been going on. So it's nothing new for us. It's just now it's been extended to other parts of the community, and the Supreme Court has just said it's okay.
Right.
Which is wild.
They allowed the Orange Man to continue roving ICE patrols in California.
Which is wild.
It's very wild.
Then just think the implications of that and what that means.
And he don't care if he's, again, this also goes back to what I talk about when people say, well, this ain't fair, this ain't right. But again, when they send it to the Supreme Court, and I'm not talking about the state Supreme Court, right. I'm talking about the whole law of the land Supreme Court. So, and who has the balance on the law of the land Supreme Court?
Crazy.
He does.
Crazy.
So it's like, you can't win. You get what I'm saying from the whiz?
I just shake my head.
Yeah.
SMH. as my kids would say, SMH, because let's be honest.
Put the D in there, SMDH, shaking my damn head.
Okay, you said put the D in there. Pause.
I'm just saying.
Heavy pause. Woo! With that pause, Homer. Put
Well,
the D in there.
You have to. It's shaking my damn head.
Put the D in there.
Yeah,
though?
yep. Because what is it doing to us? But what is it doing to us? It's actually what? It's actually what?
Putting the D.
The S word. What is that? What is it doing to us?
Listen.
It's putting the S word in there.
Listen, man.
So it's like we ain't winning.
Pause, Homer.
We're not winning.
My sub today is a pause sub. For
Okay,
Homer.
there you go. You should be the party pack.
It's the part
that Gabe
party
said.
Oh my God.
The party pack.
Listen. After you just said put the D in there, you say the party pack. Let's
the
stop
party
all
pack.
This.
Yep, the party pack.
This is going down a road we don't want to go. Listen,
but it's okay because it's a road, in my opinion, that we got to go down because of the fact that you got to be shaking your damn head on this situation because it is affecting. Like if he gets granted these type of leadways in all of this, man, what's to stop him? Like this is why I keep saying, and I'm so adamant about it. Like, where do we stop?
Where do we and the Supreme Court is sanctioned and supposed to be the ones that add these checks and balances. Shout out to my sister who came here during Hip Hop Week and gave a great lecture about the 14th Amendment. And in that lecture, she spoke about checks and balances. And the checks and balances that are in place to protect the American people from tyranny, to protect the American people from dictatorship, have been eroded to the point where the lines have been blurred and the checks no longer there and the balances no longer recur. And what happens when you have Trump being able to go to the Supreme Court and get a ruling like this that effectively says these people no longer have their rights. You are stripping them of their constitutional rights of freedom in this country. Where you are allowing what we in the past have already been shown that what they want to do has been shown to be illegal in New York. When I say to stop and frisk, when Jigga and them went out and tried to stop all of that. Listen, the Supreme Court just said it's okay for him to do that. So where is the Supreme Court's head? They don't care about the Constitution. They don't care about the rights of the people, which means the checks and balances are gone. We are one step closer to tyranny, one step closer to dictatorship than we were last night.
Right. And see, just in conversation and as we converse here, that's why I didn't say pause when you said head. I'm just saying. But you get where I'm going. Yeah. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. No, you don't. Because if we keep doing it, it's really showing, in my opinion, a sense of what some people say that people are when it relates to people making choices about things. You get what I'm saying? When you do that too much.
Listen, I understand what you're saying, but it's a part of what we do now.
But it's okay, bro.
It's not that way. Even those that you speak of, they do it. And so
you stupid. You stupid. You stupid.
Listen.
Yeah,
I thought about
I heard
it.
that.
It's a game almost.
Right.
Listen.
But I don't I guess what I don't want is like people to not get the real message. You feel what I'm saying? By, the hesitation is like, okay, we know in a certain area that applies or whatnot, but it's like, no, you got to get this work. You got to understand where we're going.
But back to the
seriousness of it.
But see, I can flip it. I can flip that switch. That's my versatility. Like I was telling Mel yesterday, we could talk about politics. We could talk about entertainment. We could talk about whatever you want to talk about. I'm Scottie Pippen out here. I can do all those things, right? I don't need a Jordan, but I'm Scottie Pippen. I can do all of those things. But back to Trump, what he was talking about. And what we're talking about here is don't miss the importance of this ruling. So
absolutely,
if they can do this to them, that's why we need somebody like Crowley, going back to our earlier subject, in the governor's office, because that office is going to help. Even though California has Gavin Newsom, now Gavin Newsom has to try to find a way to fight this Supreme Court ruling and protect his citizenry. If it was a Republican in office, then it would be open season on everybody. They wouldn't just be stopping Latino people. Now they're going to use it. ICE is going to be saying, we stopping black people because maybe he's Haitian.
Right.
Maybe he's from Africa. Let's find out. Show us your papers. The only people we're not stopping is white people, when they should be stopping because white people from Europe too, white people from other places as well. Nobody's here that should be here unless you are a Native American. indigenous. Those are the only people that are here, that should be here. Everybody else is an immigrant from an immigrant, and that's the way we have to look at it. And so I heard somebody talking yesterday. Joy Reid posted this guy, a senator from Missouri, and he was talking about the settlers and when they came and what they did to get this country, and this country is our country, and they fought tirelessly against the indigenous people. He said Native Americans. They fought tirelessly against the Native. So what they're saying is they're putting it out there. This country is just for those who came from Europe, Caucasian people. This is our country, and everybody else, this is not your country. You shouldn't be here. They're saying the quiet part out loud, and the Supreme Court is saying the quiet part out loud. This is not your country. This is our country. We want it back, which is terrible way of looking at things, and it's the same way that they talked about it in Johannesburg when they were doing when they had apartheid, the same way they talked about it in Nazi Germany when they were doing whatever they were doing to the Jews and all that. This is the same language. So y'all need to learn history and understand the language and understand the trajectory that our country is on. And if we don't stop it at some point, that trajectory and the momentum will be too strong to stop. And then there'll be war, there'll be all of this other stuff, because some people ain't gonna go for that.
And again, like I say, it's important. That's why it's important to understand and not let some of the pundits end up making you feel like, people are blowing it out of proportion. No. It's not. It walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, and it's got web feet. 9 times out of 10, it's a duck. And you have to understand that. And these victories, whether he's taken to court or not, he don't give a damn.
He don't care.
He's like, go ahead and do it, because I'm going to just do this. Or he's going to create situations, and he has a mass of supporters that will help him create that situation and narrative to say, see, this is why I did it. So, yeah, you can send it to your court, and they can try to block it. But then guess what? When it goes to the law of the land, oh, yeah, he can do it.
Yeah,
he can do it.
So it's like, so now they've set the precedent. So he's no longer breaking a law. He's no longer breaking a court order. And if you, like you just said, if he was breaking a court order, the point is, at what point does he care about breaking the court order? He doesn't. He may listen now. He may do something, but wait till year 4. And see how many court orders he gonna listen to. If they don't have the stranglehold on the government, all 3 branches of the government by year 4, watch how many court orders they listen to. They're gonna be none, unless it's the Supreme Court that's always on their side.
Real talk. I'm telling you. Truth Talk text lines are open, 833-212-1017. You're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 1017 The Truth inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. We look forward to hearing from you, Truth Nation. Give us a call, 833-212-1017. We got to take care of some bills, and we'll be back.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Your expression on your face, that's got to me. And the man wasn't lying.
What you mean the expression on my face? How can you see my face? You listening to me on the radio, man.
No, I'm watching you on YouTube, too.
Oh, all right, then. You're an old man, and you know about YouTube. How old are you, Adam? You about 85.
83.
I'll be dipped. How blessed are we to have you?
Watch all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows by subscribing to 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
Friday Night Lights now officially lives here. 1017 The Truth is the proud home of Marquette Hilltoppers football. Tune in Friday night as the Hilltoppers travel to take on the Menominee Falls Phoenix.
Join our coverage starting at 6:30 p.m., leading up to kickoff at 7 p.m.
Marquette Hilltoppers football is presented by Gruber Law Offices.
One call, that's all. And sponsored by Left's Lucky Town,
C.G. Schmidt,
Capital Insurance Agency, Boyle Frederickson, Annex Wealth Management, Magic Productions, and Burkhart Sporting Goods.
Quarterback Jordan Love isn't just on the Packers. He's also on the American Family Insurance team. Because like us, he believes in dreaming fearlessly.
Just chase your dreams and don't let nobody hold you back.
And we help protect those dreams with the right coverage so you can
dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. As an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axehousing.org. That is ACTS housing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Yeah. Calling all black-owned business owners and entrepreneurs. Are you looking to share your story and grow your reach? We have teamed up with Associated Bank for our black-owned business give back. Each quarter, 4 lucky business owners will win an opportunity to spotlight their brand and journey on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. To sign up for your business spotlight interviews, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That is blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank member FDIC.
We're black.
You know, whenever I do one of those reads, you know what I think of?
What's that?
I think of The Anchorman. And have you seen the movie The Anchorman?
Yep.
And where what was the Anchorman's name? Ron Burgundy.
I know it was.
Ron
I know it was Will Ferrell.
Ron Burgundy. They said if you put it on the teleprompter, he's gonna read it. And so they had to be careful what they put on the teleprompter. And there was some issues with. And so whenever I'm reading one of these things, I make sure I'm a couple of words ahead, just in case somebody throws something in there to throw me off. It's PTSD from watching Ron Burgundy. I just got PTSD all over the place. It's from watching Ron Burgundy. You know, life of a black man in America. I'm so scared of someone trying to get me out of my position. It's called insecurities. It's called, what do they call it? Position insecurity, wealth insecurity, all those insecurities that you have as a black man. So I'm scared somebody gonna try to get me off this microphone and I won't be able to talk to the people.
833-212-1017, 833-212-1017. We're going to the Truth Talk text lines. Dr. Ford, great morning. I love you. I appreciate you. You're hearing the dialogue. What's your truth?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you doing?
Bless.
So one thing I wanted to bring up was how interconnected all this is, right? So this primary gubernatorial election, as well as the Supreme Court ruling last night. What we want everyone to know is that, you know, if we don't show up for this election, for the gubernatorial election, there will be nothing standing in the way between this movement of MAGA as well as your rights, your freedoms. We see that, you know, in the past, the Governor Evers, when he was in office, he's still in office now, but towards the beginning of his tenure, he has been the only person standing in the way of the removal of your freedoms, whether that's freedoms, reproductive freedoms, whether that's using his veto powers to help ensure that we have fair maps so that your election, so that your vote actually matters in elections. And the most recent, you know, when the big, beautiful bill passed, he signed the budget at about 12 o'clock in the morning in order to preserve badger care in the state of Wisconsin. That means that, you know, families are able to take their kids to the doctor, that you're able to get access to your medications, that hospitals in our communities are able to stay afloat, right? All those things could have been out the window. So when I say that this is an important election, whether it's David Crowley, whether it's Francesca Hong, whether it's, you know, Lieutenant Governor Rodriguez, whoever assumes that position, know that Milwaukee will be at the forefront. Milwaukee will determine who will be in that office because our votes are going to count in this election. And again, whoever sits in that seat is going to be the only person standing between somebody, you know, kicking in the door of your house and being able to do whatever they want with these ICE raids, or you having those freedoms, you maintaining your democracy.
Hashtag facts. Thank you for your call, Dr. Ford.
Shout out
Again,
Dr. Ford.
833-212-1017. That is the Truth Talk text line number. Of course, you can watch us on YouTube. You can stream us live. 1017 The Truth on YouTube and, of course, on X. And while you're there, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. And, yeah, so we can get to our 5,000. We're trying to get to 5,000. But, yeah, he put up the truth.
Yeah. Shout out Dr. Ford. Make sure y'all follow him on Instagram. I don't know his Instagram handle. If he's on YouTube, put it on there.
Yeah.
You get that type of information from him, and we follow each other on Instagram. So, yeah, he's 100 with that.
Yeah.
He's right. And that's what I was saying earlier is that position is we're talking about what's going on in California without Gavin Newsom there. It would be much worse.
Absolutely.
It's bad, but it would be much worse. And let's not neglect the fact that Trump is doing all of this stuff in Democratic states. He's doing all this stuff in blue states, as they put it. They gang banging red and blue. He's doing it in blue states. He's not going to red states talking about let's do this and let's harass people. He's trying. That's dictator stuff right there.
And Republicans, again, whether you like them or hate them, if the orange man gets behind a Republican candidate for the state of Wisconsin for governor, and they're elected, let's call in the National Guard. It's going to be a no-brainer.
They can do
you
that.
Get what I'm saying?
The governor of a state, they can say we're going to call in the National Guard,
absolutely,
and put them on your streets. And I'm glad that in Crowley's video he brought in Trump, because if he makes it out of if Crowley makes it out of the primary, the Democratic primary, because we don't know who else is running, but right now that's my support. But if he makes it out of that, at least he's bringing it, starting it now, so he can't just say, oh, he just started talking about Trump.
Right.
When he's got to this. No, he's been talking about it. So then you connect that person, and you force that Republican that's going to come up to whomever to the ranks out of their primary to run. You force them to have to either say they with Trump or denounce Trump. What you going to do? And when you force them to, they can't ride the fence. Oh, I'm a Republican. I support some of his stuff. I don't. So no. What are you? Are you for or against a dictator? That's the bottom line. And if you make them have to make that decision, hopefully the populace of Wisconsin is smart enough and reverts back to its history of being a part of the Underground Railroad, a part of Wisconsin was such a progressive state throughout history. And just recently it's become what it's become. But throughout history, it was a progressive state, one of the most progressive. Hopefully it returns back to that.
Absolutely.
And that comes
people gotta get out. Yeah, but people have to get out. People have to really go and show their support. They got to use their right.
Right.
And I always say that even if you are in a situation where your rights have been revoked or put on hold for now, then if you're feeling strongly enough about it, you got to go galvanize everybody that you know that does have the right to go and be like, look, now you got to get up. Yeah. You got to get up and go vote. You got to go vote for me. You feel what I'm saying? If you experience some of these things, that you are the people that the sleeping giant that they talk about. You know, like when the election came for President Barack Obama, it was so many people that had never voted. They never bothered to register to vote. And it was that, and watching those people standing in those lines for hours and hours, but they got to the polls before 8 p.m., so they were able to stay and vote, even if it didn't come until 9:30. They were able to still vote. It's that type of thing. Like when we hear the dismal numbers, Dame, of how many people, like when they can say, well, we're expecting 8% voter turnout, and it'd be 8% or less.
That's ridiculous.
It's
8 out of 100 people vote. Just let that sink in. 8 out of 100 people, and I'm not gonna say I vote every time because I had some missteps where I forgot something was going on in this, but I try to, and I've always said that to people, regardless of whether you think the government is working for you or against you, a lot of the services that we get are based upon how many people vote in an area. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The federal government are determined, they voting over here. That means they're involved. We're gonna give that area some money. So whether you can go and vote for yourself sometimes, but just vote. But in this instance, if we want to have true regime change, and I keep saying that true regime change means a change of focus from the outskirts to the communities that we live in, for the community, other community, from the community. If you want that type of regime change, then you got to go and vote and put your votes and put your faith in that someone like County Executive David Crowley is going to bring that, and not just be all kinfolk ain't skinfolk, all skinfolk ain't kin. Instead of being that, be the same brother that we saw marching, the same brother that we saw picking up the causes of those disenfranchised, picking up the causes of those that have been held down in this city, and coming from that and understanding that, and not just being for show, it being that he feels what they've been through because he's been there. And that's why I'm happy with that commercial. He's telling his story. I've been there. It's not for show. I'm not the regular politician. I've been there. I'm like you. I'm from you. And that's what he was saying in that commercial, even to the people in Platteville, to the person in Platteville working and then coming home and getting their degree. I've been that person, going to work and then having to go to UWM to get my degree. So I feel that line. You know what I'm saying? They did it. They put it together well, and hopefully the rest of the campaign goes as well.
Absolutely. Great morning to Lucretia Mason. I love you. I appreciate you. Will D, great morning. Love you. Appreciate you on the YouTube page. I see you. Of course, Will D said you can't complain about what's going on in the community if you don't vote. And that's it. And we got free will where we can vote for who we choose to vote for. So we can't tell you who to vote for. We can tell you who we support. But again, the choice is in your hands. And even people that say that they support different candidates, when you walk into that polling booth, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever you choose to do. It ain't like we're going to end up, because there's people that can come out of an exit poll and say, well, I voted for this, and know damn well that they voted for somebody else.
Closet person.
Yeah, and it is what it is. And so that's your right. And I'm just saying, strongly, and I'm so happy that our breaking news here at the Truth 101.7 FM, we will have on The Truth with Sherwin Hughes at 9:45 a.m. He will join Sherwin Hughes to talk about why he is running and his vision for the state of Wisconsin. And you'll be able to join in that discussion and in that dialogue. And if you know our Sherwin Hughes, he's going to dig into the issues. He's going to talk about some things that Wisconsin definitely needs, and he'll ask those questions. And I'm sure our Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley is not going to run from any of those questions. He's going to end up giving his truth.
Yeah, so
we got to get ready to take care of some bills. Again, you're listening to Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. We are your cousin subs of the day. I'm a club sub, the legendary Home Blow. He's the legendary
Dame Elsie in the building.
And his sub is to be determined. Will be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Truth Nation, Steinhoffels has extended their Labor Day sale, and they're celebrating the start of the Green Bay Packers season. Right now, save 10% off store-wide or choose 36 months, 0% financing. Plus, you'll score an $100 Packers gift card when you spend over $19.99. But hurry, this is your last chance for Labor Day savings on all the best mattress brands with up to 60 months, 0% financing. Steinhoffels, proud partner of the Green Bay Packers. Shop in-store or online anytime at steinhoffels.com.
Come catch the final battle of the regular season when the Brewers host the Reds Friday, September 26th through Sunday, September 28th. We're celebrating the best fans in the game on Saturday, the 27th at Fan Appreciation Night, presented by Toyota. Plus, if you're one of the first 30,000 fans through the gates, you'll take home a Brewers Tumbler giveaway too, presented by Quick Trip. Come close out the regular season with the crew. Get your seats today at brewers.com/tickets.
This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 1017 The Truth.
I want you to really stress the importance of having an ethnically diverse blood supply. But I guess, what do you say to people that, for whatever reason, are apprehensive about giving blood?
It's not by accident that we are building this fixed donation site right in the heart of this Halyard Park, Harambe neighborhood. And to your point, our black and brown donors probably represents the smallest demographic in our donor base. That's attributed to multiple reasons. For those of us that understand the history, there is a lot of underlying mistrust of the healthcare system. And quite frankly, there's already challenges with how busy people are, how accessible they are to even know where to go to donate blood. And let's face it, a lot of folks are scared of needles, right? But when they get through all of that, the importance, I think, is a heavier burden on our black and brown communities, because there are a lot of different blood diseases that require what I'll call more of a match in blood that only comes from people of similar ethnicities, something that's specific to our black donors and patients is something that I think your listeners are very familiar with: sickle cell disease. The only therapy that get them through their day-to-day life is blood transfusions. And it's not just what I'll call average or normal blood type or blood transfusion. It's actually a specific blood with a specific type called RO blood. And this RO blood typically only comes from people of African descent and Hispanic descent. And so that's why it's so important that our donor base is diverse, so that it helps our ethnically diverse patient population.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit versity.org today.
Northbound on 4394 at Howard Avenue, the left lane is blocked with a crash. So that's backing things up into the Mitchell interchange, so careful with that. Still very heavy on southbound 43 from just south of Brown Deer Road all the way down past Capitol. Now, we did have an earlier disabled bus that was blocking the left lane. That's now gone, so those delays will start working themselves out. Eastbound 94, we got delays out of the Zoo interchange through the stadium. We got the westbound side backing up from about 25th Street to about Mitchell Boulevard. And watch the usual delays on 41 southbound from Appleton Avenue all the way down past Capitol Drive. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, increasing clouds, warmer with a high of 74. Tonight, mostly cloudy, slight chance for showers, mainly to the north and west of Milwaukee, a low of 58. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 1017 The Truth.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
We're black. Solar Moon. Great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. See you on the YouTube page. Again, you can join people on the YouTube page and the X page by going to 1017 The Truth. And while you're there, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button as we keep on reaching for 5,000 subscribers. Of course, I am the legendary Home Blow Fresh Black from Atlanta. And he is the legendary
Dame Elsie in the building.
And I got to say a little guilty pleasure that I was able to experience also while I was in Atlanta. You know, the Atlanta Falcons home opener was that Sunday, and I was there. And, of course,
you went to the game?
No, I didn't go to the game. We had a watch party with the Kingdom Core, the introduction to Kingdom Core. And when, you know, it seemed like the Falcons were going to end up coming back and winning the game, and they didn't. I had a guilty pleasure, but I couldn't express it because they were playing Tampa Bay, the Bucks. Okay. And so I couldn't express it the way that I wanted to because I was in the hornet's nest. You feel what I'm saying? I'm in a hornet's nest of Falconites. You know what I mean?
They love them some Falcons, boy.
Right. So I'm like, I'm here. But when I saw them fumble the play that ended the game, you feel what I'm saying? I was like, yes. You know, because they're not as big a rival as like the Bears or the Vikings are for us. But yeah, when it's a lot of people that have relocated to Atlanta from Milwaukee, so it's still that. So
they want to hate.
So I was happy. Yeah, I did. I was happy. And then, of course, when the Packers ended up winning, we had some Lion fans in there, and I sent them all kind of cowardly lion pictures from when he was like the lion was in shock, and then the one where then I sent the one where the lion was running out of the woods, and I was like, the Packers are coming, the Packers are coming. So yeah, I had joy.
The Packers played so well, and I was surprised that they played so well. And I said this the other day, even without Michael Parsons on defense, that defense was playing lights out. And they were all over the place. But I'm also happy, like I just told you, that Michael Parsons got a sack because his impact on the game, it wasn't showing really with stats. He wasn't getting a lot of tackles. He had gotten pressures and stuff like that. But the fact that he was getting double teamed, anytime you got a player, it's like basketball. Anytime you got a player that can demand a double team, that leaves other people
Speaking
open. And other people got to make that shot. And if they can make that shot, and in this case, if other defensive linemen can get in the backfield and make that sack, then that kind of goes to Michael Parsons' effect on that defense.
Tamisha Gilbert, great morning. Love you, appreciate you. I see you on the YouTube page. Say great morning and happy Tuesday to us. So, great morning to you. Great morning to you. See, my language is rubbing off on some people. They're saying great morning now.
I like great morning. I like that better than good morning.
Yeah. Because you have to make it great.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
But
no matter what you're going through.
Grand Rising, because, and then nothing against the Grand Risers, but, they're like, when you say your morning, you're talking about death, and is that another? Okay, I get it. But it's kind of spelled different. But I get what you're saying. Words have power. I get what you're saying. Even though,
and that's the thing. Like, even if you are dealing with a death, again, you're still here. You feel what I'm saying? So, again, it could have been like some people that say, oh, I wish they would have took me. You're a damn lie. Because if you were really able to listen and watch and see and hear your own demise, you'd be like, help me.
Yeah.
Help me. So, people say it. But yeah, it's just a metaphor, in my opinion.
I've never really wished that they took me.
Right.
I'm happy.
Right.
I'm still.
What is the late blues singer Albert King said? Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. So if you're the only way you're supposed to get there. You got to go bye-bye. Yeah. You got to go bye-bye. So everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody want to die.
I'm happy living.
There you go.
I enjoy my life. I
love
my life.
So it's a great morning, great afternoon. Yeah. You're still breathing. You're still among the living. We go through pain and heartaches, but and stress and strife. We go through all of that, but we still have another chance, in my opinion, to get some things right and to change some things. But those people who are no longer here, that's it. I love the fact of knowing that I'm able to let people know how great the person was that I lost. You feel what I'm saying? I can carry their legacy and their dreams and their aspirations. I can keep that going by saying that, hey, look, you're going to hear about this person. I'm going to name a foundation after this person. Yeah. So they will live forever. Everybody will have to say your name.
That's how it should be.
That's so that's just important to me, man, because again, we the mental health of our community and a lot of our people. Now, some people play on mental health, like, they need it. No, they knew exactly what the hell they were doing. So, you got to be right when you're using that, you know, and if your family member has some issues, now you want to get mad if the community don't know that your family member had issues, and if there's a cause and effect type situation, they didn't have to do that to her. They didn't have to do that to him. He got this or she got that. Well, you didn't let us know that. You get what I'm saying? So what are we gauging it on? It's just like when people call law enforcement in some situations. If you don't let them know that there's a mental crisis going on, they're coming in to stop imminent danger. You can't sit and if somebody out here, they just waving a gun around and pointing it at people, or they got some other weapon in their hand. They're coming to stop the threat, the imminent danger. Now, after the fact, you want to run out. My cousin, he just didn't take his medicine this morning. Like, you think you could have led off with that when you called for help?
I hear what you're saying, and I agree that when the police come, they're coming to stop imminent danger, but they also have to recognize that, and they have to realize that there there's that mental health factor that's going on out here. And so when they step in, they're like, does this person have mental health issues? If he's waving a gun, that's something different. Okay, shoot him in the leg, pow.
But they're not taught to just shoot him in the leg, though.
They need to be, because they only do what they taught when it's us. When it's everybody else, hey Billy, come out of the movie theater. We know you're having a rough day, Billy. But when it's us, pop, that's where they go. Tamir Rice, pop. If Tamir Rice was white, hey John, put that fake. Is that a real gun? They get you. There's time for that. So
yeah,
FTP.
I listen, and I understand. The examples, I know them very, very well. So I get where you're going with that. But I still will never just be able to just blanket it, because I look at it, even with us as a people, man. It's like we got, man, some of our people, man, really help create the narrative and push it forward. And it's like we have to still cover for them. And it's like, nope, I can't cover for that. Crime is crime. Ignorance is ignorance. You know what I'm saying? So I can't sit and say, well, just because, just like you say, the people that look like us, just because they look like us don't mean that they for us. And that's a real situation. So it's like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I know that's my brother. I know that's my sister, but they dead wrong.
Oh, but if you do,
you
wrong,
get what I'm saying?
If you do wrong, you need to be arrested. Fine, I get that.
Yeah.
But I want my arrest to be as peaceful
as
Billy's is.
Right, absolutely. And that's how it should be.
I want my arrest to be, hey Billy, come out the house.
Right.
We know you're in there. I don't want to be, come on.
You want some Burger King? Right. You know what I'm saying?
I want that arrest. I don't want the snap your neck arrest that they give us.
Absolutely.
The slave patrol arrest.
Absolutely.
I want the protect and serve arrest.
Absolutely.
I want the innocent until proven guilty arrest.
So do I.
I don't want the hard ER arrest. I don't want
you're
that.
guilty before being proven innocent.
I don't want that arrest. If I have to be arrested, arrest me with some respect. I don't want the ICE in California arrest where I just saw today somebody broke somebody's window, snatched them out the car, and then took their phone because they was wrong in doing all of that. Now they taking people's phones.
Yep.
So you can't document it no more. But they got them.
Yeah, and you know, the other thing is, everybody has something to do on their end. You can't come in hostile either,
right?
And expect that, okay, we're gonna get the Billy arrest. Like, no, you're creating a situation that's probably not gonna end well.
Listen, Billy do it too though, because when I say Billy, I'm referring to the man that was in the movie theater with the gun and just killed up 20 people.
Right.
But they negotiating him coming. If
Absolutely.
that was a black man,
gone.
They would have blew up.
Gone
the
in
movie
60
theater.
seconds.
The movie theater would have been blown to bits. We got him. We got him. You know what I'm saying? We got him. Get out of here.
We got to get ready to take care of some bills. DJ, we see you on the line, on the Truth Talk text line, 833-212-1017. We'll take care of these bills, and when we come back, we're going to speak with DJ on the Truth Talk text lines. Truth in the Morning on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, inside the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown at the Avenue. We'll be black.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
This is 1017 The Truth, Kyle Wallace, and the time is now, Milwaukee. Truth to Power is your platform, and on my show, our community always has a voice. There is no topic that is off limits, and I always give you my authentic opinions on how I feel, because keeping it real is the only way I know how to get down. Listen to Truth to Power with me, Kyle Wallace, every day from noon to 1 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube at 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. As an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing Coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing Coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axehousing.org. That is ACTS housing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe Coaches are here to help.
Pull up to Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee and shoot your shot at big wins for Sweet Ticket September. Play with your rewards card for entries. Score triple on drawing Thursday. Win slam dunk prizes like cash, reward plate, and tickets to see the Milwaukee Bucks in action. Sweet Ticket September. You ready for this? Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that two-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee, get ready for the ultimate flavor in Music Fest. Tacos and Tequila Fest is going down Saturday, September 13th at Franklin Field. Enjoy your favorite throwback hits with performances by Lil Jon, Pretty Ricky, B.O.B., Trina, and more. This event is strictly 21 and up, so leave the kiddos at home and get ready to vibe out. Live music, DJs, food trucks, tequila tastings, and all the vibes you can handle all in one epic day. Tickets are going fast. Get yours now at tacostequilafest.com/market/Milwaukee.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
We're black. And we're going right to the Truth Talk text lines. We've got DJ. She is on line 1. Great morning. Love you. Appreciate you. You're hearing the discussion. What's your truth this morning?
Hey, good morning.
Great morning.
I think one of the things that concern me is that we often we evaluate the things that govern us in a way that negates the fact that it's built on a racist structure. And so we expect for us to be safe and represented in categories like our interactions with law enforcement. And it's unrealistic for us to Damien's point, is it's unrealistic for us to say that we expect for law enforcement, we need to inform law enforcement of how we show up. That's not realistic. The ask shouldn't be that, oh, I have to tell you that I have mental health issues. You should actually be demanding that we're treated as human beings in all instances. And so what happens is that we have these conversations as a community about not, like to your point, you said not protecting each other, or we're not protecting. But what happens is then we protect law enforcement, or we protect these things that govern us that don't actually represent us. So it's like taxation without representation, that old conversation. And so what we really need to do is offer our communities a little bit more grace and put more emphasis on saying, you're asking for me to show up better than white people show up, and then you treat me worse than you treat white people in these situations. And so I ask that when we speak about our communities, that we're honest about the fact that we're addressing a symptom of racism and not the actual structure, and saying that the structure itself needs to be addressed and fixed before we say this symptom is why our communities are being harmed. So that's it for me.
All right. Thank you very much for your call.
Thank you, DJ. You sound like a savage. You sound like you have savagery. You think like a savage, and I say that in a good way. And when I say think like a savage, I mean you're attacking the issue at hand without any type of. So those who say, "Oh, you told her she was a savage," no, I'm saying she's attacking it like a savage. She's going after it, and she's not holding back. That's what I'm saying, and I agree with what you said.
Yeah,
savage.
And for the most part, I agree. But I also say that people are not mind readers. If you come to a scene and someone is still waving a gun around, and they're saying, "Hey, drop the weapon." Now, the other scenarios that we talked about, Dame, are absolutely correct. Like, if you're going to go to Billy that way, come to me that way.
That's what I'm saying.
But when you got some situations, and to say that they're supposed to be able to just quickly on the spot in split second mentally determine that, oh, this person is having a mental episode or a mental crisis, but at the same time aiming the gun and waving it recklessly, that you're going to say, you know what, no, let's just calm down. We want to give you your medicine, this, that, and the other. No, you got to deal with those situations. When it's the other situations that you were talking about that I said, I absolutely agree that we should get the Billy. We should be able to get that. But there are some situations where, again, I don't think that you're able to sit there and try to assess that.
That's their job
on the spot.
That's their job.
With a person waving a gun
That's
around?
That's your job. You're
with
trained.
A person waving a gun around.
You're trained as an officer to assess the situation. You've been trained.
And they're not listening to commands.
Listen, you can't go in and shoot first.
No, they didn't shoot first.
Even if you're yelling and saying, he's got a gun.
Yeah.
We've got situations.
I'm not talking about the ones shooting first.
We've got proven situations where that's what they do.
Yeah,
So
in some.
We've shown it.
Yeah, in some situations, yes.
And in some situations, we're talking about extreme situations here. They don't have the grace to have that because they are in that situation. They are judge, jury, and executioner. So they don't have the potential to be wrong. They are trained. They are trained officers, so they have to assess the situation. So if they go in someplace, somebody's waving a gun and doing whatever, they are trained to see, is this person going to hurt me? And because of systemic ways of the way that they see black people, that more often than not, that black person is seen as a threat as opposed to Billy being seen as a threat. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and again, in the vein of seeing and watching them do and assess, and again, still non-compliance, you're going to run into those situations. So
no, I disagree.
And we can agree. We can agree to disagree, and I understand that.
People say non-compliance. Oh, he should have just complied. He should have just complied. Get the hell out of here.
Put the gun down. Put the gun down.
You know how many times white people don't comply
but put the gun down.
and they don't get shot?
But put the gun down.
So to blame that black person for not putting the gun down and getting shot, white people do it all of the time.
Put the gun down.
So if they can do it,
and if we know that there's a situation, and agree, that's where I'm going.
The victim.
No, I'm not blaming the victim.
You are.
Again, if I am pulled over, and the first thing I'm doing is cussing out law enforcement because they said, "Can we see your driver's license and your insurance?" And I'm cussing, man, y'all, this, that, and the other, this, that, and the other. That is not going to create a good situation, in my opinion. And if you end up escalating the situation to where you could have showed your driver's license and your insurance and been on your way after they ran. I'm just saying, if you could have. No,
I shouldn't have to die for that.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
I shouldn't have to die.
You shouldn't, but if they also tell you,
when white people would
move your hand from this, move your hand from that,
we have to understand.
We can't be non-compliant, though.
No, we can be. We can be. Because
we shouldn't.
We can be. Because if they can do it, I should be able to do it too. So if they do that across the board, if every white person that is non-compliant is shot to death, what do you think the percentages are of a black person being non-compliant? Let me talk, Homer.
We got some other people that have been shot too.
What do you think the percentages are of a black person?
It's not high as us, though.
What do you think the percentages are of a black person that's non-compliant as opposed to a white person that's non-compliant?
We've seen
ending with their life being taken.
We've seen it. We've seen the differences, and I agree.
It's doubly fold.
And again,
so you
I agree on that part.
It's my fault that I should have been compliant.
Bruh, I've seen some people.
It's not compliant, and they're still living.
Yeah, I've seen some people, bruh, that are too damn extreme. And it's like, bro, you didn't even have to escalate this, sis. You didn't even have to escalate it to that. No, I'm talking about
as a police officer to deal with that escalation. It's not my job as a regular person.
But you have to be compliant. If you're going to not be compliant, then 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a situation day.
Again, we have this conversation sometimes.
I know, and that's why I said we agree to disagree.
You regurgitate.
That's why I agree to disagree.
Tropes where they use against us to say you just have to be compliant. No, I don't have to be compliant. I am a citizen just like Billy is a citizen. And if Billy can express himself and do what he wants to do and not die, I should be able to do the same. And because I can't do that, then the system in which you live in is racist, and the racist system is killing me.
I know that there's racism, and I know that they're racist, but everybody is not, bro.
So if I get upset,
everybody is
trained to de-escalate.
Everybody is not, though, bro.
It's not. I understand that.
Everybody
but
is
not. But it's not my fault as a private citizen. It's not my fault as a private citizen.
When you're not.
Homer.
You elevate yourself
as a private
for a chance
citizen.
to do that.
It's not my fault as a private citizen that this person who is trained in de-escalation is not able to de-escalate with me as a black man, but can de-escalate himself with Billy as a white man.
You cannot end up okay, if you know, that's just like saying, okay, well, I know that if I go here, the likelihood of this is going to happen, the likelihood is that is going to happen. We can't even vote. We can't even come to damn community meetings. We can't even go to parent-teacher conference to find out what the hell is really going on. But then expect that a situation and a system that does have the same narrative in which you're talking about, which I said I agree in those narratives. What I'm saying is,
we're talking about life and death issues here.
But we are. We're not talking because I see the violence. I see the violence that happens at parent-teacher conference because they're not coming in and they believe in. They believe
me being pulled over.
People have came up there with guns, bruh.
It's nothing to do.
So it does have to do with life or death. It does.
I have never seen somebody at a parent-teacher conference with a gun.
I have seen a white man. I've read the criminal complaints.
I have seen a white man go in the school.
I've read the criminal complaints.
Everybody. I have seen a white man.
I can email you the criminal complaints.
But when he gets pulled over,
I can email you the criminal complaints.
But when he gets pulled over, he's given the grace of being upset, of having a bad day.
I can email them.
I don't get to have a bad day.
I got receipts.
I don't get Homer. You keep talking over me.
No. We got to be able to have dialogue. We only got a couple of minutes left. But again, if you do, then I won't end up being able to. We got to be able to converse with each other.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's where I'm going.
Let me talk.
No,
I don't get to have. You keep talking over me. I don't get to have a bad day. As a black man, that's the bottom line.
You do.
A black man does not. A black man has a bad day. He dies.
No.
A white man has a bad day.
Not true.
He lives to tell you another day.
Not true all the time.
You don't know history.
Not true all the time. Not true all the time. It's true in some scenarios, but it's not true all the time.
It doesn't have to be. How many lives have to be lost for it to be true?
Well, again, some people say one.
How many lives?
Some people say one.
So then it's
some people say one. But I also support the death penalty. And sometimes there's some people that may not have deserved to go. But in the majority times, it is not that way. So I can't go in that. But let's do our closing. Because
again, it's not my job to police myself. It is my job for this police officer to do his job. It's his job to learn the system and learn the people that he's policing and not come in guns blazing. I want the same effects that everybody else is getting.
All right. Again, thank you for logging on. If nobody has told you that they love you this morning, I want to let you know that I love you. And I want you to please have a safe and nonviolent remainder of the morning, afternoon, evening. And hopefully the things we have to talk about in the near future won't have to be within our minute degrees of separation. Don't forget, breaking at 9:45 a.m. during The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, he will have County Exec David Crowley, who has just launched his bid for governor, in studio, 9:45 a.m. The Truth with Sherwin Hughes is up next on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Love you, babes. Talk to my agent. We up out of here. Peace.
Need a way to hype up your day?
Hey,